as YouTube, Rumble, as well as what else is there? Twitch, and about 4 different Facebook pages. So come along to the main page, which is Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air, and you'll see me there. We are live across these platforms tonight. And if you have a question that you'd like to have answered, I can answer it. I don't know about Ellie, but I can answer it live tonight. And Ellie's here with me on fire as usual. There she is. Say hello, everybody. So welcome to the show. We are running live right now. If you'd like to have a question answered, you need to come over to the main page, Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air, and I'll see you there. Sorry, guys, I was just still trying to get my screen up while everything is tickety-boo here. My iPad is only, not even halfway through the actual update thing. So it's not looking good for the iPad right now. But anyway, let's go and say hello to people. I feel a bit weird because I'm on the actual, my phone just doing this. So let's say hello to a few people. We've got Michelle Coburn. We've got Jill Polglaze. They're always first. Renee Adams, thanks for joining me. Andy Dan, hello. Gemma Heath, hello. We've got Chantel Carr. She's here as well. I'm just going to turn my mic up, and that's better. We've also got Donna Wilson. We've also got Jenna Hamilton. I can see you watching in the background. Patricia Patain, hello. Jane Miller. If you'd like to have a question and you're on one of the other pages, Ellie will point you into the right direction to come over to this page, which is Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air. We're streaming live across 8, what did I say before, Ellie? 7? 2, 4, 6, 7 platforms tonight. And normally we stream across 8, but we're just missing one. So come along to the page and let's answer your questions. I always also like to draw in spirit. So if you just want to come on the page first and then don't ask the question, but just say, hello to everybody and acknowledge spirit, then spirit will come through. So let's have a great night, and I'm looking forward to it. I'm an international medium. I actually relay direct messages from spirit. There's no tarot cards. There's no tricks. There's no crystal balls. There's no, pegs, thongs, forks, anything that you could possibly think of, I don't use. So things are not as what it seems. Are you right? Ellie just.
I was wondering what's wrong. My chair was too high.
That was like me. My chair was really high, and I was trying to be really, really discreet and put my chair down. And then Ellie just goes boom right down, right next to me. She was doing the same thing. So how funny is that? So we've got Kat Macca, hello. We've got Jane Miller, I already said hello. Alyssa Moyot, hello. Jack Michelle, hello. So Suzanne Joliffe, that's a nice name too. So come along to the main page if you're not on that one, and tell me where you're from, suburb, state, country, county. I always love to know where I'm helping people around the world. So Alyssa Moyot, she said it's 3 a.m. here in California. Well, thank you very much for joining us, Alyssa. It's 9 p.m. here on Monday night here in Sydney, Australia. Amy Santos, hello. We've got Wendy Kuzik, hello. Mila, hello. She says shared you out to some groups. Thank you. Dan Nee, Dani, that's cool. Hi there, first time tuning in. Thanks for joining me. So if you've got a question, what happens, guys, is that if you're new to the page or if you're new to my shows, I've done 321 live shows to date. Most of them have been on radio, and some of them are probably half. 3/4 are at home, and 3/4 on radio, and the rest are at home. So I try and do this 8 hours a week to share my gift around the world to people so that people can, have some peace in mind, and so that people can actually feel comfort when their past loved ones pass over. I see everything on my right side, so I don't look at the camera all the time. I actually look to my right because my spirit is on my right, and that's where your right brain is your subconscious mind, and the subconscious mind is the mind that does all the work in the background. It's it's on fire 24/7, and it's always, talking to the universe. So if you're thinking something, feeling something, and it's not working out, or you don't want this and you don't want that to happen, well, guess what? It's going to happen because you're planting the seed with the universe. So your right side of your brain or your mind is the subconscious mind, which is the mind that sits in the background, repairs all the body overnight when you're asleep. So it does a lot of work. It's constantly doing something in the background, and that's the mind that actually talks to spirit on the other side, or your spirit, and also brings through your past loved ones. So let me just educate you a little bit more. Left brain is your conscious mind, the mind that is listening to me right now. So when I do this, guys, it's all about me. A lot of people say, oh, you've got to raise your vibration. For me, it's lowering my vibration, and because I'm a personal trainer as well, if I was to go and do a boot camp class or teach a boxing class or whatever it is, there's no way I could do a reading by raising my vibration and raising my energy to do those classes as well as try and do a reading, and that it just doesn't sound right, doesn't feel right either. I don't think I could do it. So I have to lower my vibration. So it's all about me. When I describe this to people, there's two ways that I use, and that's when you're in an airplane and you're just automatic mode, just putting along. The pilot's doing all the work, but you're always in automatic mode until one day something happens, or until one day you decide, you know what, I'm going to get grounded. So all of a sudden the airplane lands on the ground, so you hit the surface and then you're grounded for a while, and then you start to realize things and things start to take place. Then all of a sudden I drop my vibration, and it's like I've gone underwater, and it's like I'm in another world. So when I'm talking to spirit, or I hear messages or whatever it is, I also feel the presence of your past loved ones beside me. So psychic is past, present, and future, which I have. And I also have the mediumship side, which is talking to your past loved ones. Now, spirit guides, this is what I believe for myself. And I do believe this is pretty much, I kind of worked it out with spirit and the mediumship side. So my spirit guide stands behind me, and that's the one that talks to me and tells me the past, present, and future, which is the psychic side. And then also the mediumship side is your past loved ones coming through and standing next to me or showing me everything in remote viewing, which means it's like a mirror. And as you come out of the shower, the mirror is a little bit misty. However, when that mist clears up a bit, it is crystal clear to me, and spirit shows me, or your past loved ones show me everything in remote viewing, it's called, which is like it's like being an eagle above everything and looking down, and you can see everything in front of you crystal clear. It's like I've been in car accidents, I've been shot in the leg, I have the psychometry. So that means that if I touch something of yours, like your pen or your keys, I can instantly draw in energy straight away and tell you things. I feel things, so I have all the clairs. It's quite bizarre how all this stuff happens to me, but I always like to say that I want to get rid of the pain first. Otherwise, I'll be in pain all night, and I really don't want to be in pain all night. So welcome to the show. If you do have a question, you need to come over to the main page, Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air on Facebook. We're streaming live across 7 platforms, including the live 90.5 FM. We are also live, and Ellie's right into it. 9 minutes past, and we've already got a sneeze. Like this has been an ongoing running joke, personal joke between us for the past year and a bit, hasn't it? So we get in here, we time her. So most people that have been on my shows before always time Ellie to see when she's going to sneeze, and yeah, we're on fire. So
There's
over to you.
already been bless yous from people tonight. So they said bless you for future sneezes tonight. So
You
I'm
love
not
it.
escaping it.
You're cute, Ellie. I love it. I love this. So spirit always surprises me, and this is just one thing I said a while ago, about over 12 months ago, when I was at another radio station, and I said, "Oh, spirit, I need someone to help me." And Ellie's dad, I was working with Ellie's dad one night, or just he was on the show before me, and he said, "Oh, you need a producer like this." I said, "Oh, really?" And he goes, "Yeah." And then next minute, Ellie's there the next week, and then she's there the next week, and I said, "All right." So then she hasn't left, which is great. I love it. So don't go anywhere, Ellie. All right.
Hello.
Oh, good. So let's go. We've got Jane Miller. Yes, we've already said hello to her. We've got Susan Jolliffe. We've already said hello to her. Let's keep going on here. It's very hard to see on my phone because it's so small. I've got my iPad, but it's clearly updating itself, of course, for the second time by the look of it. So what else we got here? Deidre McIntosh is watching. Hello, Jill Polglaze. She's blessed you, Willie, for your future sneezes. That's funny. Renee Adams, hello there. She's happy Monday. Yort Knight, hello there. Yes, I've seen your questions. Chantel Carr, I would love a general reading or about my transfer with housing, please. And thank you, lovely. So Chantel, I think I've been reading for you once a week. My gosh, I do remember your name. So the housing. Oh, I don't know why, but I just got October, and all of a sudden, like Ellie's got the air conditioning on here, she's got a jacket on, and I was roasting before I even got in this room, and I was in the other studio going, oh my God, I'm already hot. The spirit is really, really on fire tonight. But what I get for you there, Chantel, is that October is going to be a big time for you, and I feel like this time is going to be, what am I saying? Like a stable and settlement time, if that makes sense. Okay, so I do feel like there's going to be settlement in your mind and your body, and everything's going to start to stabilize, if that makes sense. But now, between now and then, it's just going to be a little bit of a roller coaster. But I do feel like that the housing will come up in June as well. And I also feel like that's not going to be the right thing. It's going to be temporary. But coming up in October, things are going to change even better. Okay, so look forward to it. I'm actually looking forward to it for you. What's number 12 to you? 1 and 2 is 3 in the month of March as well. And I also feel like December is going to be actually a little bit more of a mellow down, if that makes sense. Okay, so everything's going to be dropping a couple of steps, if that makes sense. Because I just feel like everything is up and around, like, too high at the moment. You can't even step on the step to get to the next level, if that makes sense, because the steps are too high. But anxiety is not your friend right now, because I feel the anxiousness in you, and I feel it in my chest as well. So please look at getting into or taking some powder form of the magnesium, because that's going to help you as well. That's going to help you relax, as well as the Celtic salt and Himalayan salt at night. A little bit, like a quarter of it on your teaspoon with hot water before you go to bed, and do that about 20 minutes before you go to bed, and you will have a beautiful, relaxing, dead sleep. Okay, and I'll leave that there. Thank you. But if you could validate any of that, that would be amazing. And let's keep going. So, guys, I don't use any tools, like I said. It's just direct messages from spirit. So whatever I get is what I have to say. And that's where a lot of mediums that are up and coming mediums, it's kind of like go a little bit wrong, because they rely on these full on messages from spirit, but they can't get the messages from spirit, because spirit, if they want to show you something, it takes a lot of energy for spirit or your past loved ones to do that. So you can't expect too much from spirit, because otherwise it will kind of like not give you the right message, and you miss the message because you're expecting them to have a full on conversation with you, and it's not like that, guys. They can't do that sometimes, especially if your past loved ones are very new to the spiritual world, if they've just passed over. So they can't do things that you actually want them to do, because they're not in that mindset yet. Hang on. Oh, yep, we've got my iPad up and running now. Thank God for that. Okay, guys, let's go. So just Jack, Michelle, Leslie, I'm in need of a reading, please. Whoops. Do you have any messages from spirit? Oh God, I'm throwing everything around. Now, are you clumsy? Because I just went to grab my phone and it dropped out of my hand. I just went to grab my pen and it dropped out of my hand, because they're saying to me, she's the clumsy one. Okay, and I feel like that it's like you grab a glass and you grab the glass and it just slips through your hands. That's what I'm seeing. All right, so be careful with the glass. No, don't stand over the counter. I'm also seeing number 16 for you, 1 and 67 in the month of July. So a lot of people over the last few weeks, and probably about the last 4 to 5 weeks, I've been getting July with a lot of people. So July this year coming up for everyone. I feel like this is going to be a bit of a turmoil, a bit of a backflip for everyone. So save your money, save your coins. They're saying to me, save everything and make sure that you have a backup plan. That's what I'm hearing for you. Okay. And I also feel like the number 9 for you in September. So 1 and 9 also, so 19 and 10. So you've got 10 in October as well. So I do feel like that things are going to change around October, but it's going to be a trying time to get there. And they're also showing me, they just said 2 times opportunities. So don't take the temptations, okay? Because I feel like that you like a little bit of a risk, a little bit of, a bit of drama. So please don't take the temptations this time around, okay? Because it's not going to be good for you, and I'll leave that there. But in all, everything's going to start looking up for you. So start looking forward to things. Wake up in the morning, get your feet grounded. Like the first 15 to 20 minutes of your morning, when anybody wakes up, is when you're still in your mind, your subconscious mind still is in sleep mode. So that's the best time to manifest anything that you want. So if you're prepared for it, you have a little bit of paper beside your bed when you wake up, and you say everything that you want to say, that you want in your life, on that paper. You write it down, you put it there. As soon as you wake up, you read that out, and you read it for the first 15-20 minutes when you wake up, because that's the most settled time of your mind when you wake up in the morning. And I'll leave that there. Thank you. Over to you there, Miss Ellie.
So I've got a validation from Chantal Carr. She said, "Yes, that makes sense, Leslie. Everything is all over the place. My pop, who's passed over, birthday is in March. Yes, I will go get some and take. Here, thanks so much, Leslie."
Yeah, beautiful. Thanks, Chantel. That's beautiful. Okay, Tash Flowers, hello there. She says, hello, Spirit, Lesley Spaliviero, Ellie, and all of you beautiful angels. Thank you very much. Christina Taylor, I would love some insight, please. Christine, just writing your name down. So why do I get itchy fingers? I don't know why. I just get like my fingers are really, really itchy with you. And I feel like there's like someone around, and I've also got a young boy around you. Does this young boy or does someone have like psoriasis or itchy fingers or something's not right with the fingers? Okay, because I'm getting really itchy on my naughty finger. On my left hand, okay, and I also feel like there's something not right with that hand as well, and I don't know. I just get the communication breakdown here, and I feel like things have just plummeted all of a sudden for you, okay? And I'm just seeing sudden. What's that song? Suddenly. I can't sing it because I don't know the words, but there's a song called Suddenly. Do you know that song, Ellie? She'll look it up for me. I know she will. So look up the word suddenly because I don't know why they're saying that to me, but I feel like that's quite bizarre. I also get Sarah or Sammy or something like that. Who is that around you? Because I feel like this lady's got or you. I haven't seen your photo. I can't see that on my iPad. But this lady, whoever it is, has got a little bit of wavy, mousy brown hair to the shoulders, and she's also got like light hazel eyes. This lady's very pale. She's got a big smile. Actually, and I see another lady with the brown freckles and the red hair. Okay, brown eyes, not Ronald McDonald red hair, but quite red, quite orange hair. Okay, so who's that around you? And I also get grandmother figure around you as well. And I feel like this lady has her heart on her sleeve. Now, this lady, the grandmother, she was a matter of fact person. Okay, so and I'm also seeing beads. There's so much messages coming through really quickly. I've got to be really fast. So I'm getting the beads around the necklace. I'm also getting the pale skin, and one side of the face was not quite right on this elderly lady. Okay, so she's showing me the nose. She's saying, she's saying I'm a witch. This lady would never ever believe that that you could talk to a medium. Okay, so this lady is very skeptical about things. She's also shown me the cross. Okay, so she's showing me the necklace with the cross, the gold necklace with the cross as well. And also feel the anxiety around you as well. Now, if that's not you, Christina, I do feel like that could be Jenny Louise, Danny, or Tash Flowers, Ash Meadows, Amy, someone around there, because I just saw that really, really strongly. And this lady used to go to church, so she keeps flashing the cross to me like I'm evil or something like that. She doesn't believe in this stuff, but now I feel like she's going to come around to it because she knows that I can talk to you. Okay, and I'm also getting 17 around you. 1 and 7 is 8 in the month of August, and also showing me number 2. She just flashed number 2. She says, how fast are you? I'm trying my best, but I get the anxiety from you, and I feel like everything's on top of your shoulders, and I feel like everything's going to settle down, okay? Just after this coming April / into May, things are going to settle for you, okay? So hold the fort. That's what I'm hearing. Don't hold your breath, but keep calm and don't say too much. Zippity zip at the moment, okay? Because things are going to settle down. It's going to escalate first, and it's going to settle down. It's going to go right up and then down. That's what I'm seeing, the roller coaster. And I'll leave that there. But zippity zip, sit in the background like the spider and sit there on the wall and see what happens. And you'll go, oh, wow, now the true colors come out, okay? There's always 2 sides to every story. And I feel like that there's only been one-sided at the moment. So wait for it because it's coming, all right? And then you'll see what I'm talking about in next few weeks, next 2 to 4 weeks. Lots of stuff coming up for you, but good stuff in the future. I'll leave that there. Thank you. Any validations on you? No, you're right there.
I've already read it.
Okay. Yep. Just 1 second. I'm just going to go back here. Let's get going. Oh, okay. Jean Cochran Duffy. She's glad to be here. She's recovering from being sick. You need to top up on your vitamin D as well as your zinc there, my dear. What else have we got here? Wendy Merce Martin, hello. If I've missed your question, then please post it again and we'll be back in a minute. You're listening to a live 90.5 FM. Ooh, wow. That is so loud. You got you too.
No, it wasn't really loud for me.
Woo, that was very loud. Chantel Karsh says my pop's birthday is on St. Patrick's Day. What day is that? I feel like I'm yelling because it's so loud in my ears.
No, you're talking about Suddenly by the Bee Gees.
Ah.
That's what Michelle Carter.
Ah. Oh, there goes my headset.
17th of March is St. Patrick's Day.
Ah, there you go.
Another
Ah. To put it back on my ears so it doesn't
Still
deafen
got
me.
someone clumsy around you.
I know. Did she respond to that? Because I feel like I'm
Was
just
that
dropping everything.
Christina?
I think so, yeah. Christine, I know, Jack Michelle, I think it was.
No.
All right, guys, send me your questions to Psychics on Radio Angels on Air. Come over to the main page and tell me your questions. Oh, Bev Ridley, she had a car accident. I hope you're okay. Miss Bev Ridley.
Financial and emotional decisions you ever make. McGrath understands how to secure the best outcomes with proven systems.
Oh, Tony Carter. I haven't seen you in a few. It's 3:18 a.m. here in Arizona, USA. I salute you. Thank you for joining me, Tony. Julie Gibson, good morning, y'all. Ontario, Canada. Thanks for joining me. Rise and grind. Yes, Suddenly by the Bee Gees, Michelle Coburn. Go figure. It's a beautiful song too. Danny, you haven't seen nothing yet. She goes, wow, super in depth. We've got 30 more seconds.
We can help. Call Narcotics Anonymous. 1-300-652-820. Or look us up on the web, na.org.au.
Welcome back to Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air. You're with international psychic medium Lesley Spaliviero, and welcome back to my show. We're streaming live across 7 platforms tonight on Twitch, YouTube, Rumble, as well as the Facebook pages. And the main page is Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air. So if you'd like to have a question answered, please don't write a novel, just write the question, and don't give me any numbers, don't give me any names. I will tell you those numbers and names. So if you have a loved one that you're missing or that you want to talk to, just come onto the page and write your question and I will answer it here tonight. So we've got here, so over to you there, Ellie. I think there's a validation from Christine as well.
Yeah, so Christina said, thank you so much. I really needed that today, and it all makes sense. I've had previous readings from you before with the health, and you always hit the nail on the head. And you have this time too. I will listen to the song. Thank you.
Oh, beautiful. And Tony Carter says, I haven't seen you in a few. It's 3:18 a.m. here in Arizona, USA. And he says, rise and grind. Well, we've been awake until now. So there you go. Suddenly is by the Bee Gees. That's what I was saying before, the song. I couldn't remember who it was from, but I remember the song and I heard it in my head and I don't know why. So we've also got here, if I've missed your question, then please write it again, because sometimes the algorithm in Facebook actually puts you up there, but I don't see it as it's going through. Okay, you guys see it, but I can't see it because I'm streaming off 7 platforms. It's not easy for me here. That's why I have Ellie trying to push you over to the main page. So we've also got here, if I've just missed it, then the 18th of March is St. Patrick's Day, which is what I had for Chantel Carr, which is the March. There you go. Beautiful. Thank you. Okay. So we've got Jenna Hamilton. I would love a general message from Spirit, please. So Jenna. That's a nice name. I haven't heard a name like that before. So I get 13 for you. 1 and 4. 1 and 3 is 4 in the month of April. I also just get 4. So definitely either 4 or April around you. Now, who's the person that is really dry in the mouth? And I feel like this person has really, really dry lips. They're all cracked. It's like they're not nourished properly, okay? Not just the lips, but the whole body. And I feel like this person needs to have, like rehydrate themselves, because I just feel like I need to constantly drink water. And I just saw a male, and I saw the male with skinny legs and a little bit of a pot belly. Now this tells me when we're doing PT, we call it a diabetic belly. So I feel like this person's either a diabetic or on the onset of diabetes because they're not watching what they're doing with their body. Okay, and this is a male, and this is why he's drinking water. I also get the cracked lips around him. Now this he's just showing me his feet, and I'm also got pain in my left shoulder. So the left shoulder is I can't even get my arm up. So I'm trying to put my arm up, but it doesn't feel right because I've got the pain in the back part of my shoulder, and it's actually going up towards my left part of my neck. So who's that around you, Hannah? Because I just feel like there's this male has got some issue with his shoulder, or this is you or a male figure, because I got two people here at the moment. Okay, and I'm also getting the number 15 around you. 1 and 5 is 6 in the month of June. So I feel like those dates are either anniversaries, or memorials, or birthdays here. Okay, so I just got birthday around the June as well. And I'll leave that there. But I do feel the anxiety. Now, a lot of people, I feel like there's a lot of people here. I don't suffer with anxiety, but I feel like there's a lot of people on the live tonight that are suffering from anxiety. And when I feel that, I feel it in my chest, and I feel like this, and I want to, take my last breath. You know what I mean? So it's important that people start to take the magnesium so that they can actually bring that level of anxiety down. Okay, I don't feel like you suffer too much with the depression there, but I do feel like the anxiety is getting a little bit of the better of you, and it's just showing me empty pockets. Okay, so I feel like the money has just been going out. Little dollar signs are coming in, and this is going to be after April. Okay, so, and I'll leave it there. Not a lot, but it's going to help you. So manifest that, and I want you to go watch The Secret as well. The Secret full movie on YouTube is the best thing you could ever do for yourself. You need to watch the documentary, then play it again, and then play it again till you actually get what the laws of attraction say. Okay, and I'll leave that there. But post your question again. Tell me where you're from, suburb, state, country, county, so I can see who I'm helping around the world. And Tony Carter says, I just got married. I hope you got the picture I sent over. Oh, beautiful. Well, we can have a look for that. I don't know where you sent it to, Lovey, but I will go looking for it. But if you've got a question, then come over to the main page, Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air, and I'll see you there. You must have sent it to, whoops, it must be sent to my other page. Let's have a look there quickly. No, I haven't got it yet. So I'm not sure which page you sent it to there, Tony, but send it to the Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air Messenger, and I will find it there. Thank you. So who have we got here now? Jane Miller. Hi, is this where I ask the question? Yes, lovey, you certainly do. So this is the main page. Sarah, hello there. I'm not going to do that reading for you because I've got you coming up as a private reading soon. So Danny, my hi, Mum, Rangi, Poppy, happy birthday. Oh, happy birthday. Who else have we got here? Geraldine Carlton, my favorite people, almost 10:30 a.m. here in North Island. Snow has gone. Oh my God, it's been so hot over here too. Jane Miller, keep trying, I guess. What's she trying for, Ellie? I don't get that one. Is she trying to get a message? You've got to ask your question there, Jane. Okay? Sometimes I don't get to see all the questions. Hi, Becerra, Javanaska. Hi, Leslie. You are amazing. Thank you. Geraldine Carlton, birthday yesterday, 64. Well, happy birthday. Beautiful. Kim Kent, hi, Leslie. Just seeing if you have anything for me tonight. Thank you. So we've got Kim. I'm just writing down something. There you go, Ellie. Have a look at that there. Has that person come up yet with a question? Okay. Righto. So Kim Kent, she says, just seeing if you have anything for me tonight. Thank you. So what do I get for Kim's spirit? What do we get? Right. Ooh. Wow, I do feel the anxiety with you as well. And why they show me earrings? Why they show me like pearl or, and I feel like this is an elderly lady with pearl earrings that she used to have the clip-ons. She's showing me clip-ons, and she's showing me elderly. She had like the grey hair, wavy hair to here. She was quite prim and proper, this lady. Now, who's that around you? Because I do get an elderly lady. She's also showing me the floral dress, like the floral skirt and the little apron and everything like that. And I'm also getting number 12. So 1 and 2 is 3 in the month of March. So this month is important. And also the month of December. So I feel like this birthday's anniversary. She's also giving me something not right with the forearm here. So I feel like she's making my arm really, really itchy. So what's with the skin on the right arm? Okay, so something's not right with the skin on the right arm, or you, or eczema. Because I just felt, like when you get that tingling, or I don't even know because I don't get it, but I feel like this might be an eczema or a psoriasis. But I can't stop scratching my arm, and even when I scratch, I don't go red because this is spirit. Okay, so I just want to scratch my arm off, but it doesn't go red. It's really quite weird. So skin itching on the right arm. Or right forearm, I should say. I'm also feeling the pain in my left ankle as well. So who's the person with the pain in the left ankle? Because I feel like this person's either had a very high sprain, we used to call it in sport, a high sprain, or a very, high sprain with a fracture. Yeah. This person here also has issues with dehydration as well, because I just feel like there's no nutrition. I just heard nutrition just flown away. There's no real proper nutrition. It's like a burger here, a hot dog there. You know what I mean? So this person needs to start looking after. And I feel like this is a male around you as well. And I'm also getting number 23. 2 and 3 is 5, and also the month of May. So what does that mean to you as well? They're showing me 16 and 7 and July. So a lot of people have got things coming up in July this year, big, massive changes. And I feel like this is going to be around the world. I've been saying this for a few weeks. Okay, lots of uproar. Lots of things are changing. Okay, and I feel like you know all this and what's going on with the health, because they're saying to me that the health is just a bit deteriorated at the moment. It's like you've got a limp, or there's an elderly lady with a limp. I feel like there's someone around you that has this limp and like holding onto walls and things like that, dizziness as well. Okay, so that also give me headaches. So lots of stuff going on. And I'll leave that there. Thank you. I want to remove all that pain from me. And I'll leave that there. Thank you. If I've missed your question, then please write it again because I don't get a chance to see it. So, hi Leslie, do you have anything for me, please? I would love to hear of a loved one, if a loved one is trying to say something to me, Tony Carter. So, Tony, because you woke up so early to watch the show, happy to do a reading for you, lovey. Okay, and you just got married last week. I think it was a beautiful, peaceful wedding. That's what I'm saying. Now, at the wedding, they're showing me something that was a bit peculiar, and I feel like this was around when you had when you were there waiting for the bride, and then the bride rocked up, and then all of a sudden something was really peculiar, like an unusual bird or something like that. And I feel like this was your past loved one. Okay, I do feel like that this was someone that had some like you put your heart on your sleeve for this person, if that makes sense. Okay, matter of fact person as well, very factual. Nothing was said without evidence. Okay, so they also give me the itchy nose. Now, did this person have like sinus or hay fever? As I can see sneezing, I can also feel like they want to just keep rubbing their nose, or is that the tears and the nose running? Because I'm sort of like seeing both. It's like the sneezing, the sinus, and then I see the crying, and then I see the itchy nose and wiping the nose constantly. Okay, so they're trying to hide themselves. Is that you, Tony? Is that you or your partner that's actually got the tears of, a bit of sorrow, but you want to try and put that good, beautiful front up? Do you know what I mean? Because I do get that. I get number 17 and 8 in August, and they're also giving me pain in the chest, like pain in the heart. So what is the heart? It's usually, wow, I feel like this has just taken my breath away. Okay. So this is the heart, and I feel like this person's had a heart attack and it's just taken their breath away. Okay. And I feel like this person is they're just saying to me that they were there at the time of the wedding. Okay, and there was something unusual at the front of the wedding, and this includes when you both rocked up and the chirping bird or something unusual was happening at the time. And was there a couple of seats at the front of where you had the wedding that was vacant? Because I feel like they were actually deliberately vacant because spirit was sitting there, your past loved ones. And I'll leave that there because it just showed me that. Thank you. If you could validate that, that would be amazing. Thank you. Okie dokie. Any validations there? Over to you there, Miss Ellie.
Yep, so Jana Hamilton just said, my birthday is in June. Thank you. I'll watch The Secret.
Ah, beautiful. Yes, you won't regret watching The Secret because it's going to change your mindset. Anybody that's feeling doom and gloom, upset about anything, it's time for change. Everyone's got to get out of automatic mode. If you're in the doom and gloom or things are just dragging you down, you've got to ask yourself, what am I doing that my spirit guide is pushing me to do these things or to feel this way? I'm not learning the lessons of what spirit's trying to show me. That's what you've got to ask yourself. So when things change or when things go in a different direction and you're not getting it, Spirit will make things harder and harder and harder. It'll keep putting things in your path to make you realize that you need to make a change. If you don't make a change, it's just going to get harder and harder because you're not listening to your guide, And I know that you don't I know that you don't know how to do that yet, but I'm trying to give you the tips to do it. So okay. So Gemma, she said, hi. So you said my back was bad. I got my MRI back and disc bulge, so thoracic 6, 7, C6, 7, thoracic 7 and 8, L5. So, wow, that's a lot. No wonder your back is so sore. Flattening the posterior disc, L2 and 3, L3 and 4. Why does this happen? Thank you. Because you're weak, honey. Okay, you don't have strength. So I'm a personal trainer, strength and conditioning coach. I'm a massage therapist as well. When you don't have strength in your body, you are like a walking skeleton in a jellyfish body. That's what you are. You need to go and do some really, really amazing physio. Don't go and get your back cracked. Don't go and get your back, they can't help that because you need to have strength. Your body is made up of muscles, so you need to have strength to support those joints and those bones around you, so you don't fall apart or you don't go clickety clack up the road. You'll probably end up having to have surgery for that as well because over time it'll wear down if you don't get it fixed, if you don't get it looked at. So the highest recommendation, Gemma, and this is when I used to lecture as well, is to go to a sports physio so that the physio can actually look at the MRI that you've had and also give you the proper exercises that are going to fix you and make you stronger. Okay, you won't come out there like King Kong, but at least you will be stronger so that as you get older, you don't fall apart. And I do feel like that you're probably hypermobile as well in your joints. So yeah, you need to build up the strength, lovey. You need to actually start to build the strength. Otherwise, you're going to fall apart on me. I don't want that. Okay. There you go. Geraldine Carlton. There you go, Ellie. Have you got that one? She said, my aunt passed 2 years ago on the 1st of March. Her birthday was St. Patrick's Day. That's what we were just talking about earlier. Go figure. Kirsten Apps. Lesley, wondering if you would be able to connect to my best mate. I lost last May. I really need to hear from her. Okay, Kirsten. Now, why do I have no breath with this lady as well? Okay, I don't feel like this lady had a lot of breath left. And I know that sounds crazy or sounds weird because she did pass, but I do feel like this lady also had something not right with her right hand because I'm trying to write and my hands is all over the place, okay? And I also feel like the number 16 for you also, 7 in the month of July is significant. She's also giving me the number 2, 3, and 4. So what does that mean? I feel like there was the number, the day 2, 3, and 4 was the hardest time for you, okay? Then she said days, 2, 3, 4 days, okay? And I don't feel like that there was, look, there was people around her when she passed and she passed in peace, but I feel like that some people regretted not saying goodbye to her, if that makes sense, and you know who they are, okay? And I'm also getting 19 around you in the month of October. So 1 and 9 is 10, and you also got the month of October as well, and the number 1 and January. So I do feel like this lady had a heart on her sleeve as well. There's nothing that anyone could have done with this lady, okay? I just feel like that she actually passed in peace, if that makes sense. She said that would it matter what anybody did? There's no way that anybody could have helped me. I was too far gone, if that makes sense, okay? And she just showed me the white doves and white. She said, I love white butterflies. I love white flying, like flying things that flow, like white doves, white butterflies, white birds, I feel like this lady also suffered with a lot of anxiety herself, and I do feel like that she was afraid of passing, but she had the peace, and she's also given me pain, or if it's you, in the lower female plumbing, especially on the right-hand side, and this is in the bladder area as well as the female plumbing area. And I also feel like there wasn't enough breath or there wasn't enough oxygen in her tank, she's saying to me. She's showing me the bloodstream. She's showing me the bloodstream has like little pockets of missing blood, missing oxygen in the bloodstream. And I'll leave that there. Thank you. The message for you, love, is she's always by your side. She hasn't gone anywhere. I'm just the messenger. So you can talk out loud as much as you want. She's always going to be there. She's always going to hear you. She's also shown me, I don't know why she's shown me, but she's shown me like a house up off the off a property, a little bit up with like as you walk down, you got a river. Okay, so a little brown river. It's like a lake, but not a lake. It's like a river or a man-made river. I'm not sure. I can't see it properly. But I'll leave that there. If you could validate any of that, that would be amazing. Thank you. And sorry for your loss, Lovey. So do we have any other validations there, Ellie?
Yep, I've got a couple.
Okay.
So Kim Kent said, "Thank you, Lesley. The itchiness is on my right leg. I have a small rash that I have been feeling a bit concerned about. The ankle may be my partner who had a broken ankle."
Oh, yes, of course. I felt that before. The itch, I feel like this itch is going to come up on the arm as well. Okay, 2 weeks. Yep, back over to you, Ellie.
And Kirsty Monday said, "Validation, my hip pain was from my back."
Ah, there you go. Of course, because the back, the hips. If the hips are unstable, the back will always take the the load. If you've got hips that don't have any glute medius or glute minimus or glute maximus muscles, most back pain comes from a weakness in the glutes. Okay, so when you've got a flat butt, that means that you're always going to get back pain. No matter what, you're always going to have some back pain. So you need to work on those muscles. Okay. So who else have we got here? So Cassandra Beck, she says 5:30 a.m. here in the US. Thanks for joining me. I'm just going to scroll forward because I feel like I've missed or I'm too far behind. So tell me where you're from, suburb, state, country, county. Private reading is for hubby, not myself. But I just did a private reading for you, Sarah. Seriously. Okay. Right, what else have we got? Jenny Louise, my daughter is looking at a car at the moment and has put a deposit on it. Will she get her loan to buy it, as she received a few signs from her brother when she was test driving the car? I think I answered that question last week because I do remember the car. I'm pretty sure I answered that question, Jenny. Actually, I do, and I said it was a white car because it was the only one that I remember. I remember it was a white car because it was the only car that I bought up last week. So a white little 4-door car. That's what I'm saying. If it's anything other than that, I don't feel like the color's anything. But if it's anything other than a white car, I'm not sure if that's the right car for her. Amy, my daddy's part of a group. Amy Tinningsley, she says, my daddy's part of a group. I can't say the name, but he tells me a lot of changes are coming and a lot of truths will come to the surface. Yes, 100,000%, Amy. I totally agree with you. And what you see, right, what people see right now is not exactly what is going on, okay, if that makes sense. You need to join me on my Nothing But the Truth seminars, which are coming up again soon. We just did one last Thursday night, which was really an eye-opener. Glennis Lacey, I've seemed to have lost my top fan badge. Not sure what happened there. Yes, see, that's what happens with the algorithm in Facebook. This is what I mean. Like the top fan badge will go. Like Jenny Louise has got a top fan badge, but I know that you're always on here. Yeah, you're always on here, and I don't know what happened, Glennis, but yeah, you have to get your act together and start liking more stuff on my page. So let's keep going. Yep, we've done that one. Miller, I understand that, Miller, you won tickets to the Psychic TV the other night. So if anyone would like to see us in fine form, we've got 5 mediums this Sunday over at the Glen Theatre, I think it is. If you'd like to get some tickets, then contact me. However, we are on stage that day again. Last time it was a sellout. We had 400 people on stage. I'll post up, actually tonight, I'll post up one of the videos from it after my show. You'll see what it was all about. We've really, my sister, my like sister to me, mum passed last Sunday. She was like my second mum. Funeral this Wednesday. Oh, I love you. You're having a bad trot at the moment. No good. Kim Kent. Okay, I'm caught up now. Gosh, that was a few minutes ago. Tammy Connolly, you are very sensitive, Lesley, when it comes to health. Yes, 100%. Kirsty Monday. We're up to there. Gee whiz, I'm catching up now. Okay, Jane Miller tried to keep asking for a reading. Well, what's your question, Jane Miller? We need to know the question. Gemma Heath, thanks so much. Exercise physio the same as sports physio? Yes, exercise physiologists are good as well, but I highly recommend sports physio. Okay, sports physios, they have to fix the athlete, so they're the best in the world to fix the normal human. Every time I did my personal training clients, I'd always send them to a sports physio. And yeah, one of the best ones in Sydney, I used to send mine, which was just down the road from us, from our gym, which was amazing. Kelly Falanate, what's my ancestor's name that's watching over me right now? Have no clue. Have no clue. And I don't feel like that question is a very valid question at the moment, too. No please in it as well. I've tried to revive her, Kirsten Abs. Okay. What's that? What does that mean?
That was the custom lady you just read for. There is a bigger validation to it.
Oh, okay. Over to you there. I didn't see that.
So Kirsten said, I tried to revive her last May. I know she is always around me. I'm due for a baby girl in July. Her name will be Dakota Deanne. Deanne after her. Maybe the baby will be born in July 16th.
Oh, okay. I can't see that validation here. I'm looking for it.
It's
But
further down.
okay. Never mind. Well, thank you for that. It's beautiful. Okay, here it is here. Deanne after maybe a baby. Okay, beautiful. Right, what do we got? Carolyn Dolan, all the love hearts. Thank you very much. There's a million purple love hearts. And we've got one from Geraldine Carlton there. Ellie, over to you.
So Geraldine Carlton said, just letting you know that I am feeling a lot better on your recommendation of taking MCT, oil, zinc, and 3-in-1 magnesium.
There you go, lovey. So you were very deficient. So yeah, once you start topping up your minerals, guys, the essential minerals, you always got to go to a functional medicine doctor for they're the doctor, and they got the naturopathic side to them as well. And then we've got a beautiful validation there from Sandra as well.
So Sandra said, validation, you gave me a mini reading on the 6th of March. You spoke about a few things which could be a younger person close to me. Well, my daughter had a reading with you on Saturday. My daughter said she was blown away that you are amazing. And are there any messages from her mother regarding her brother who is now in hospital?
Oh, so what was it? Is there any messages from my mother regarding my brother who is in hospital now? Any messages from mother? Yeah, well, she's right next to him, so he's got no problems there. But I do feel like he's quite ill. Is he coughing a lot as well? Because I just saw and I just heard coughing a lot in hospital. I do feel like there's pain on the right side, like the liver or kidney or something like that, because I've got this really, really dull ache on the right side of my body, just between the hip bone on the right as well as the rib cage, and that's where I'm getting all this pain. It's actually taking my breath away. It's so painful. And I do feel like he's got the right medication. Sometimes when I see this, I don't see the right medication for some people. I feel like there's a misdiagnosis. But I do feel like your brother, your mum's brother, is okay. But I feel like he's very weak. He needs a lot of support. Okay, and I don't say that lightly. I do feel like he's gone downhill quite quickly. And I'll leave that there. Thank you. Glennis Lacey, I'm sorry, but my laptop not working very well. Frustrating for me to watch without stressing. Oh, don't stress, lovey. It's all good. You can always watch it back. Always watch it back. Tanya Aikens, I'm from Katoomba, New South Wales. Do you have anything coming through for me tonight, please, Leslie? Tanya. Okay, let's see what we've got here. I do get a really dry mouth around for you as well. Dehydration is saying not enough water. So please drink up before you go to bed. Guys, if you have, I know this sounds crazy, but if you have a drink of water beside your bed, and then if you wake up and you've got a headache, because I just see you waking up and nothing's there, it's really dry, your mouth is really dry. So like 2 to 3 a.m., just have a sip of the water. It's refreshing, gives your brain that it's like, you drive a car and you don't have any oil in the car, you know what I mean? So water actually helps with joints. It helps with everything. It's like your oil for your joints. So that's what I'm hearing for you. And I feel like there's pain in my joints as well. And I don't have pain in my joints. And I feel like there's my legs and my body can't cope with the pain. I feel like I'm very uncomfortable at the moment. I also get 17 for you. 1 and 7 is 8 in the month of August. So what's coming up in August/September? Because I feel like there's a crossover there, okay? So they've got 8/9. So what's coming up there? And they're also telling me too that the number 4 and the number 2 for you. So February was a big month, as well as the number 4 for April. So April, brace yourself, because it's going to be very busy. and I do feel like the dollar signs, it just showed me more dollar signs coming in. So keep your T's crossed and your I's dotted there. No stressing over anything because the money's coming in. I just saw the dollar signs for you, and I'll leave that there. Thank you. Okie dokie. What are we up to? Yeah, Tanya Aikens, you're asking about that event. I can't say anything on there, lovey. You'll have to come over to my page and have a look for that, or just private message me and I'll point you in the right direction. So tomorrow night we won't be on. We're here every Monday night, 9 to 11. Tomorrow night we won't be on air because there's a what's it called, special general meeting here at the station for all the members. So we'll be doing that, or I'll be doing that tomorrow night while Ellie's studying. Do you see good things, Cassandra Beck? Do you see good things coming for me in the next couple of months, Lesley? Please. I'm pretty sure I've read for you last week as well, and I do see April starting to lift up. They're saying to me the clouds are going away. Okay, Cassandra. The clouds are going away. Okay, and I'll leave that there. Thank you. Marie Moy, I would love a general message from Spirit, please, Lesley. So Marie. So what do we get for you? Oh, I do see smiles on your face, and I also see the number 18 around you, 9 and September, Marie. So, and I do see smiles. Okay, it's like I just heard that winning moment. Okay, that winning moment, whatever that means. I feel like this is around your mum though, winning moment. And I do see dollar signs coming in, so lots of money coming in. Okay, you've got nothing to worry about. They're saying to me, stop worrying about money, stop stressing, because everything's not going to be the way that you think it's going to be. Okay, so stop. They're just saying, put a lid on it, and I'll leave that there. Thank you. Okay, what else do we get here? Miller Lindea, will Nathan and I meet up? I do feel you will meet up, but I don't know if it's going to be the right thing. You'll get that vibe when you meet up, okay? And I'll leave that there. Thank you. Oh, Carolyn Dolan, look at all the love hearts and roses and everything here and sunflowers. It's beautiful, very colorful. And that's what they're showing me with you. Look, they just showed me a pink aura around you. Now, I don't know a lot about auras, but I do see, look up the pink aura around you. That's what I'm getting for you, okay, Carolyn? And I do feel like for you, she's saying to me, would love a message from my parents, please. So I'm also feeling around you. There's a number 18, also 9 in September. I do see there's an elderly man here, and I feel like this elderly man had a little bit of a nice, very pale skin, okay? And he's quite skinny. This is a thin man. He's tall and thin. And he's a bit of a character, and he just said, hey, behave yourself, okay? Because that's what he would be like. He's like, behave yourself, okay? With his finger at me. And I also see, and he's also showing me dollar signs too. So do you have an issue with money? They just show me the empty pockets. They're just like me pulling my pockets up and they're empty, but I do see them filling up. They show me the same theme. So when people are worried or concerned about money, they show me pockets of a person, and they show me the pockets lifting up and with empty, it's just empty, completely empty. Then they show me the coins going back in the pocket and show me how much they fill up. But I do see the dollar signs, and then when I see the dollar signs, it's another theme, and the dollar signs fly in from the right side, and they get either smaller or bigger. So these ones here are the same size, and they're about 2 inches high or thick. And that's a good sign because they're getting larger and larger. That's what I'm seeing with you, okay? So, but I wouldn't worry too much about the month of April, because I feel like April is going to settle everything down, okay? Everything's got to settle down. Nothing is like you're going through hell at the moment. They're saying to me, just keep going. Don't stop in the middle. It's not about you stopping in the middle. It's about pushing through, getting through, kicking yourself up the butt and going, you know what? I can do this because I have all the support behind me. It's me doubting myself, which you shouldn't be doing because you have that strength. You just got to find it again. That's all. It's like you lost a bit of self-esteem over the last few years, but it's all coming back. Don't worry. It's like you're a dynamite. And I'll leave that there. Over to you there, Miss Ellie.
No. So Tanya Aiken said, always getting myself a glass of water, getting a water now. We'll keep a glass by the bed. My birthday is in August and my eldest son has a birthday in September. I am aching all over lately, quite uncomfortable.
Ah, there you go. That's why. Yeah, because even though Ellie's reading that out, I still have that pain on the right-hand side. So so let me keep going. What else have we got here? Oh. Danny, Dani. It's my birthday in 8 minutes. I hope I get picked. Ha ha ha. Well, how about that? Isn't it funny how spirit just shows me? I think I'm probably on point. So is it 8 minutes ago, Ellie, do you think that she's posted that? I think so.
5 minutes.
About 5 minutes. So we've got 3 minutes to go, Danny, before we can read it out for your birthday. Okay, no, I'm only joking. So Danny. So 8-minute birthday. Let's see what spirit has for you today, Danny. All right. So what do we get? I don't know why, but I do see motorbike. I do see a guy on a motorbike. Okay. And this is a dark brown hair, dark brown eyes person. And I also get father figure as well around you. And I feel like there's a father, and I just heard dad, like a big screaming dad, D-A-D to you. Okay. And this is a man that has like his heart on his sleeve as well. Very matter of fact person too. Also the number 16 for you as well, July and 7. So I'm also feeling the number 18 as well, 8 August, as well as 9 and September. So what's going on there? Because I feel like this dad person has got a 3-day growth. It's like he tries and pushes his mow. He's pushing his mow and he's pushing his beard down all the time. You know, he doesn't want it to go curly. He just said to me, I don't like curls. Okay, and it's kind of got like a chocolate brown hair, and there's another person here. There's got chocolate brown hair, and the similar thing, but black. I'm seeing 2 people. So I've got one with chocolate brown hair, and I've got the other one with dark brown hair, and then it's got like the black and grey, kind of a little bit of grey coming through on the beard. Similar features, but they're 2 completely different people, if that makes sense. So, and I also get the number 18 around you. So I've already done that. Yeah, 100%. 18, 9, and September is definitely for you. And I also feel like for you, for your birthday, it's like you want to be recognized for your birthday, but people are like just everyday thing or in automatic mode. It's like, what about me, you know? So make it known that it's your birthday in probably 3 minutes now, okay? And I'll leave it there because you're an Aries and you love, or is she an Aries? No, she's a Pisces. So she loves to be noticed. She's a very placid person too, and I'll leave that there. Thank you. Over to you there, Miss Ellie. We'll be back in a minute. You're listening to Alive 90.5 FM.
Alive 90.5.
Whoops.
Are you tired of rising power prices? Are you ready to reduce your energy bill?
Let me just respond to Miss Harvey.
It's time to go solar. Solar Ray Energy have helped
Okay.
thousands of homeowners take charge of their power bills with smart solar products backed by reliable warranties with local support. Don't put it off. Visit solarmadeeasy.com.au to request a solar quote today. Solar Ray
Okay,
Energy.
let me see. Where's the wedding
Solar,
photos?
you do the saving. Station sponsor.
Are you looking for a
Okie
home
dokie,
loan?
what have we got
Or
here?
refinancing your existing loan? Confused by all the mortgage rigmarole? Not sure where to start? Give Deb a call from Debbie Does Home Loans. With access to over 30 lenders, she can find you the best deal according to your personal situation. Best part is,
So I haven't got Tony Carter. Where's your wedding photos, lovey?
949-909-133. The mortgage
Haven't got
broker
it.
who puts the fun back into finance.
Okay.
DebbieDoesHomeLoans.com.au. Station sponsor.
Looking for a
Come
stopover
back to that
between
one.
Sydney and Brisbane? Visit the City Centre Motel Kempsey on the mid-north
What's
coast.
this?
Clean, comfortable rooms with friendly staff to give you that family hospitality to ensure your stay is enjoyable.
Oh,
Within walking distance of the RSL, McDonald's, and various other local cafes and restaurants. Book on our webpage, kempseymotel.com, or contact us directly on 026562 7733. Station sponsor.
We are the Insight Intelligence Crew, specialising in Australian corporate investigations and information risk management, workplace investigations, competitor analysis, social media intelligence, reputational risk management, internal or
Wow, that's
external
cool.
investigations. Professional
Ooh.
and proactive Insight Intelligence
feel like
Group
someone
works
just
with
touched
you
me
to
then.
ensure the success of the investigation. Australia-wide
Oh,
or
that's
global,
cool.
facts, not opinion. 02 882 9837. InsightIntelligence.com.au.
Station sponsor. Looking for support that caters to your personal needs.
What's
Ability
this?
to
Ah,
provide
yes,
innovative
Miss
disability and aged care services.
Ah,
with focus on the
yes.
achievement of
Tanya
holistic
Aikens.
goals
Yes,
and
I've seen
aspirations. Our
that.
services include
The
supporting
water
individuals
one,
with
100%.
accommodation and tenancy assistance, home modification design and construction.
Yes, that's what I do.
supporting and plan
Tanya
management,
Aikens,
managing nursing
100%
care for
filtered
home
water,
needs, and
lovey.
much more. To contact us, visit
She just sent me that. Have you seen that?
Yeah, you
Or call
sent it
us
to me.
on
Mm.
1300
Yeah, bad, eh?
0011. Stations for
Welcome back to Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air. You're with International Psychic Medium Lesley Spaliviero, and welcome back to my show. I relay direct messages from Spirit through to you, and we're in our second hour now. We're here every Monday night from 9 to 11 on a live 90.5 FM. We have been here for 59 shows, and I've done over 300 and, oh gosh, what was it? 321 live shows all up. I'm still waiting for a couple of photos to come through from, wow, there's another one. Kim Kent, good evening. Okay, I'll have to read that later. But I'm still waiting for your photos there. What's his name? Tony Carter said that he was sending me through the wedding photos. I can't wait to see that. Did you get that one there? From Tanya Akins?
Yeah.
Yep, done that one?
I've read that one.
Okay.
I do have more though.
Oh, okay, over to you then, Ellie. Right.
So Sandra said validation. Yes, he has pneumonia in the bottom of the left lung. It's my
Oh.
brother, and you're right. I believe my mum is beside him. He had a hole in the esophagus and was in RPA
yeah.
for over 8 weeks in ICU. Yes, he is going down slowly but fast, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
He knows who I am, but gets very confused. Thanks, Leslie. Much appreciated.
Yeah, poor fella. That's terrible. Wow. Thank you for the validation. That's terrible, though. We say prayers for you tonight, okay? So, Miss Harvey, she said that she sent me the prayer. I've just got to double check here to see if it's actually on my personal one. Yes, it is. I've just got it here, lovey. So, for some reason, we were all having issues. I was having issues with the internet last night, so I couldn't go live. And I don't know, Ellie said there was a massive storm. That's probably why I couldn't go live. So, everything was upside down. But let's keep going. Let's get this show on the road. So, Carolyn Dolan, thank you so much for spot on with that reading. Thank you. What else have we got here? Okay. Oh, okay. Did you get that one from Danny? Ellie? Yep. Over to you, lovey.
So Danny said, this will be my stepdad in spirit. He was born on August the 7th. And she said, thank you so much for my motorbike and also August and 7 in number, the date my stepdad in spirit was born.
Ah, there you go. Go figure, spirit. Yeah, so Tanya Aiken says, thank you, Leslie. I wonder if something exciting in May will be coming. Exciting may be coming up in August and September. Well, guess what? I'm not telling you, Tanya. I laugh at my own jokes. It's all right. Amy Tunningsy, is it intuition if you have a strong knowing of something? Well, look, like I said in the start of the show there, Amy, psychic is past, present, and future, and mediumship is talking to past loved ones. So for me, I believe that spirit guides are the ones that give you the past, present, and future, and the knowing and the hearing and the audio, as well. So the clairs, if that makes sense. And then the past loved ones is the mediumship side, which is them talking to you. Okay. So whichever one that suits you. And if you have that intuition and that knowing, that strong knowing, that's a clear. So you are psychic, if that makes sense. You just got to be careful. Now that I've said that, I've opened up the channels for you, then you're going to get more messages, which you probably will, and you got to know how to handle it. So if you do get those messages and it doesn't sit right with you, you start to get headaches. You acknowledge spirit, you send it off, and you just bring it in every now and then, and when you're ready. Otherwise, it's going to keep on giving you headaches or keep on giving you restless sleeps, and then you're going to attract everything, not the good spirit, but the bad spirit as well. So you want to have some boundaries around it. Otherwise, it starts to cause havoc, if that makes sense. It's like having a whole football team come through the front door and you don't know them all. They're all a bunch of strangers. So you need to make sure that the person that's coming through the door is okay. Like you don't let through the murderers and everything like that, for example. Yes, Vanessa Gilbert, am I on the right channel? Yes, you are. What else have we got here? Thank you so much for the reading. Very emotional, and thank you everyone for the birthday wishes. You're welcome there, lovey. That was from Danny. And everyone's saying, happy birthday, Danny. And it's probably her birthday right now because 8 minutes ago. Yes, Wendy Harvey, the prayer did come through on Messenger. Thank you, lovey. We will be saying that. So Wendy Harvey is my spirit writer. She's amazing. She didn't realize that she was a spirit writer until we said to her, hello, you are a spirit writer, because whatever you write comes from spirit. And she just sits there and puts a pen in her hand and off she goes. It just writes. Viv Gills, hi Leslie, I'm not sure if you remember, I separated from my ex about 5 months ago. We were together 20 years. Yes, I do. I still have feelings. We haven't really had contact. Whoops, where's my screen gone? Oh my God. Should I reach out? Does he still care? You are wasting your time, Lovey. Okay, please don't reach out. It's an ex, and an ex is an ex for a reason. I don't feel like this is going to be worthwhile. Okay, it's time to move on. I know you have feelings because that's what the habit is. That's what it is. It's a routine. It's a habit. You know, when people get crushed by the habit, it's not really that they have the love there anymore. Sometimes, you know, it's just the habit or the routine. It's very difficult to get past that phase of the, you know, the routine that was there for 20 years. It's like you're still grieving, if that makes sense. Diana Cole, Leslie, thank you for you. Thank you for you too. Tanya Age says, I still need to get the filtered water. I have been drinking tap water. Don't drink the tap water, which is a bit better than those bottled varieties at least. Yes, I know. So if anyone wants to, she just sent me the video, which is what I saw a while ago. If anyone wants me to send them the water video, then please send me a private message in Facebook, the Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air, and I'll flick it over to you. It's very interesting. I saw that ages ago, and I installed a water filter immediately in my house. Don't you worry about that. So Kathy Littlewood, she said, it's raining here in Florida. Diane Marie, hello, how are you? I'm good, thank you. So Amy Tunlingsley said, yeah, I've already answered that question. Grateful for any message for me, please, Leslie. Okay, hang on a second. My intuition telling me love is on the way. Go figure. So Diana, if you want love to come properly, then you can also manifest it and ask for what you want and see how you go there. Because spirit is always listening, the universe is always listening. So you write down exactly what you want. I had a friend of mine that's an engineer. She wrote down when she was younger, when she was studying, I want this type of man, and I want to have 3 kids, and I want to do this and I'll do that. Guess what happened? She had this type of man, 3 kids, still happy as Larry. So there you go. Wendy, Beverly, good, lovely, just frustrated with trying to get prayers through. Don't worry, Wendy, it's all good, lovey. So happy birthday, Danny, from Vanessa Gilbert. Kathy, she says, my dad and my brother were in the living room and heard a loud bang right in front of them. And there was nothing there. And then they heard footsteps upstairs. Ooh, that is spirit for you there. Could you tell me what it was? Yes, I do feel like it was spirit, but not a very nice and happy spirit, okay? So you've got to acknowledge it and tell it to go away. They have to acknowledge it and tell it to buzz off, you know, because it's not a pet. Don't think that you can change some of these spirits, okay, guys? They don't muck around. They're just there just to be annoying. They're not welcome. You need to send it off. That's as simple as it gets. If they're doing all this stuff in front of you and you can see it and your dad and your brother's freaking out and they saw it with their own eyes, then there's something, you know, in the house. And the spirit just showed me the dark shadow behind, okay? So there's a light one and a dark one. So get rid of it. It's not a pet. So Geraldine Carlton, she says, I had 2 separate dreams years ago about water drips all over 2 separate bedroom ceilings. These dreams were years apart and night before finding leaks in roof. Wow. Well, there you go, lovey. You are psychic. And there you go. Because it's like Alison Dubois. She has the dreams and then it all comes true and she puts all that together, you know, on the show called Medium. If anyone's ever not watched that, you need to go watch it. It's amazing. I did her course as well. So they actually send me emails all the time, which is pretty cool. Diane Marie says, I predicted that I would get held up on a bus in Manila, Philippines, and it happened 2 weeks after arriving. See, sometimes it's not just a prediction, it's a manifesting. So if you're thinking it, you're manifesting it, if that makes sense. If you're dreaming it, that's a different thing. Does that make sense? So I do believe that people can actually think. Remember what I said at the start of the show? Whatever you think, feel, say, or don't want, you're going to get, because the universe, the right brain is your subconscious mind. That's the brain that's actually listening to you all the time. It does all the work in the background. It does all the alignment with the universe. You know, it does everything that you need. Whatever you want, you get. Whether it's good or bad, it doesn't matter. So, yeah, Tracy Gibson, the water video is very opening, 100%. Who else have we got here? My nose is very itchy, so Bella. Does Spirit, okay. So Bella, Mallory, Leslie, hope you're well. The you know what has hit the fan. Excuse the French. Does Spirit have any guidance or messages in regards to family? Would really appreciate it. So Bella, I do have a message for you, and I feel like the you know what's hit the fan because you've said it and you've expected it. Okay, so another little reason why you need to go watch The Secret as well, and that's to work out the laws of attraction so that you can find out what you need to attract, because I just feel like saying that and keeping that there is going to hold that there, if that makes sense. But I do get 16 for you, 7, and everyone's got 16 tonight as well. It's crazy. Whatever's coming up in July for people for around the world is going to be a bit bonkers. That's what I'm getting. I'm also getting 9 around you, so September as well. So a lot of people have got September as well tonight. And I also feel like the time now, Bella, is to pull back the reins and just hold the fort. Okay, so hold your mouth, zippity zip. 2 to 4 weeks, everything will just settle, because we just had a full moon, and coming up to going into the full moon, and on that type, those 2 or 3 days in the full moon, then coming out of it is the chaotic time, and that's what I find. Everybody is feral around that time because the feeling of the energy is completely different. Okay, so everything's settled down, the moon's out now, and I just feel like everyone's just starting to calm down from last week's moon. And if you're in relationships, you don't want to get into arguments because it's purely just the moon doing it to you. So on my Apple Watch, I normally have the moon on it to tell me when my PT clients were going to have mood swings or be emotional or anything like that. I actually could predict, not just because I'm psychic, but I could predict every single client to say what was going to go wrong with them that day or that session or whatever it was, because of the moon. Because I knew straight away, as soon as the full moon comes in, they're all upside down. Well, not quite all of them, but yeah. Okay. Oh. Yeah. So I'm just reading this beautiful message from Lisa Beckett. She says, Leslie, my dog passed away last Monday. He became unwell and had to be put to sleep. I was devastated and it hit me very hard, been feeling very low. That's because you're grieving, Lobby, okay? So 2 days after, I was at work and I broke down in tears, but I carried on at work. She says, few hours later, on 3 separate times in the space of a couple of hours or so, 3 ladies came to the counter to pay for their shoes, and all had angel chain and crosses on, and spoke to me and was so happy to meet me. They said it felt much calmer by the end of the day. They told me they see angels and love crystals and church. I was amazed, and isn't that beautiful? And that, I believe, is your pet trying to make you happy with all that angel stuff. Okay, so you're going to see a few more signs from your pet. Okay, so and it also showed me that I've just shown me the shadows on the right. So I do feel that you see energy as well, and that you feel the energy of your animal around you. Okay, so just remember, and the dream and the tears at night. I see the crying, the tears at night. The pet knows it. The pet's right beside you out of the bed. You're going to feel the energy of your pet around you. Okay, keep a lookout for it because it's coming. It's right there, and I'll leave that there, lovey. And I'm sorry for your loss. I had my dog Bob to the vet on Thursday. I waited 3.5 hours at the vet for them to come out of surgery so that I could get my dog seen to, because he was limping. And sure as ever, I said the vet wanted to do this and do that, and my spirit just kept saying to me, tell him he's got arthritis. Tell him he's got arthritis in that leg, because he broke his leg when he was a puppy, and he's been limping on that same leg. And I said, I'm pretty sure he's got arthritis. And the vet just looks at me and say, how would you know that? And I'm thinking, well, I can't tell you now. So I said, can you give him some arthritis stuff? And sure as ever, the next morning, the dog hardly had anything wrong with him. I couldn't believe it. So, and Bob's just running around as if he's like a new puppy. So he gave him the arthritis injection. He's on medication. He's blind in his right eye. He's deaf, and he's going blind in the left eye. He's constantly sitting between my feet. He just never leaves my side. He's like a real little puppy dog. So Lulia Iana, she says, my ears have been ringing constantly since the full moon. There you go. So things take place. You've got to take notice of the moon, guys, because things take place all the time. And I'll leave that there. Anything from you there, Ellie?
2 validations.
Oh, there you go.
So Kim Ken said, Hi, Leslie. Thank you again. You mentioned the ankle pain. I was thinking it was my partner, but I feel it
Oh,
was my brother. His birthday was in March and he passed in December. You mentioned March and December.
oh, there you go. Go figure. Thank you.
And Bella Mallory said, I'm due September 20, but it could come early. Yes, I believe the full moon had a big play with what had gone on. July is my brother-in-law's wedding. Thank you so
Oh,
much.
there you go. Beautiful. Yes, and that's what I was talking about. The moon. Just pull back the reins. Don't get upset. Like just enjoy the beautiful pregnancy. So I think it's going to be beautiful. Okay, you're going to be really, really enjoying the motherhood as well. Yeah, so Wendy Harvey, she says, so very hard to lose our little dog, sending you love and hugs, darling. Yes, well, like Bob to me is like a little cutie, and he's so tiny. He had a makeover and everything on the weekend. He looks gorgeous. He's very, very pretty and proper. He's a toy poodle, so you have to get his hair clipped all the time. And then this afternoon, I find him in this little cute little, this burrow thing that I bought for him. And sure as ever, he wouldn't even get out of the bed. He was that comfortable. I don't know if everyone can see this on Facebook, but here he is, like he's in this little burrow. You can't even see his face. He's just like tucked away in this little fur mink burrow kind of thing. So he loves it. So Donna Brooks, she says, I have posted a parcel to you containing 3 Himalayan and Celtic salt gifts I have made. Oh, beautiful. Thank you, Donna Brooks. She said they have each an envelope and money for postage. This completes my random act of kindness. Oh, Donna, that's beautiful. Thank you so much. I just saw that there and I went, oh my God, what's this? Thank you. That's beautiful. I really appreciate it. Ileana, Ian, I can't say Lulia, and then the surname is Eana. I was woken up at 5:55 a.m. by a loud call yesterday morning and have been hearing it ever since at random times. Does it carry a message? Well, 555 is change, lovey. Okay, so look that up on angel numbers.com. You'll see that 555 is change, and I do believe change is coming. Now I've got my spirit writer, Wendy Harvey, she always says that when she sees, I think it's the magpie, Wendy, correct me if I'm wrong, the magpie or the currawong or something like that, when she sees a crow, that someone's going to pass, and she's usually on point with that. So I think it's that. So Wendy, if you could write there. So Tracy Gibson, my poor poor old cat is for arthritis. Is full of arthritis as well.
He's on meloxicam for arthritis.
She's on what?
He's on meloxicam for
Ah, for
arthritis. It's a
arthritis,
pain
yeah.
med.
Well, I've got to give poor Bob an injection on Thursday night again, so for his arthritis, God bless him. He's 13, that little cutie. So what else have we got here? Maxie Green, hello Leslie, hello Spirit. My friend's son passed away 3 weeks ago. She said she is so heartbroken she couldn't view his body, so she had no choice, no closure. She is so devastated. He was only 29 years old. She still doesn't know what happened to him. Could you please give her a general reading? Oh, wow, Maxie, that's really, really sad. Now, I do see a young male, and I do see the male with the dark brown hair and eyes, okay? And I also feel like look, to be honest with you guys, I've been sitting here and I said about the right pain, and I'm still getting this pain on my right side now, okay? So this is under the rib cage, between the right hip and the underneath the rib cage here. So I do feel like there's something not right there as well. I don't know, I just heard enlarged organs. What does that mean? And I don't feel like this was what do they call it, like there's misdiagnosis and not foul play, if that makes sense. Enlarged organs, I don't know why, but I feel like they're going to find out, and I get the number 18 around you. So what's the date today, Ellie? Is it 12th? 13th? 13th. So the 18th of this month will be so 18th of March. I feel like something's going to come out, like they're just saying secret. It's secret. What do they mean by secret there, Maxie? Okay, I just had this big flash of secret come through, and I also get the number 11 around you. 1 and 1 is 2 in the month of February and November. So did this man have a birthday or something or a memorial or something like that in either February or, well, it would have been if he's passed a few weeks ago. What did she say? 3 weeks ago. So that would have been in February, definitely February. So I'll also get November for you as well. or for the lady as well. They're also giving me pain in the back of my neck. So I feel like things weren't right around this male. Okay. So things were a bit, how can you say it, like unstable with the head as well. They're giving me confusion. I'm also getting 18 for him as well. 1 and 8 is 9. So we've got September as well for this. Wow, and I do get the anxiety and the despair, even though the son has passed. I do feel like you feel the pain of the mother, if that makes sense as well, Maxie. So the best thing that you can do for this lady is to give her the support that she needs, because I don't feel like this lady needs to be left alone at the moment. She's quite vulnerable. She's very. It's like the deepest sadness I've ever felt for a mother, if that makes sense. And I've done a lot of readings, but I feel like this woman has just hit her like a brick wall. Okay, and he's always beside her. She can actually feel him around her as well, because he's just shown me her lying in bed, and he's just shown me her lying there, and he's just like got his arm on top of the, like the side of the bed. He's kneeling on the floor next to her on the bed, and he's got his arm just watching her, if that makes sense. She can actually feel him around her. So I feel like she's a bit of a medium herself, but she doesn't realize that either. And I'll leave that there. But the message for him is he knows the sorrow that she's going through, but he doesn't want her to be in pain. And she has to have time to grieve. This is only very fresh. This is a massive shock for her. It's like she's not eating, she's not drinking, she's getting headaches, she's not looking after herself. So please, if you can do anything for her, Maxie, is to make sure you do give her some meals so that she doesn't spiral down too much, and keep her company. The worst thing that people can do when someone's passed on is not talk to them. Now, people always want to disappear when their friends have lost someone, because they don't want to upset them. They always try not to upset them, but the best thing you can do is be there with them so that they can actually talk about their past loved one, because they want to, share that information. It's not like you're going to upset them if you talk about the past loved one with them. It's, if they cry, that's just good. It's part of grieving. It's natural. It's normal. But don't disappear when your friends or your family or your relatives or anybody has lost a close past loved one, and then you all disappear. That's the worst thing you could do, because that's what always happens. I always see that. And I'll leave that there. We're just going over to an ad break, and you're listening to Alive 90.5 FM.
You're listening to the sound of Alive.
Wow, that's loud. Yes.
We all know that paying for a funeral can be a financial burden. However, have you ever thought of paying off a prepaid funeral with none
That's
of the
very
ongoing
loud.
premiums that is associated with funeral
Huh?
insurance?
So, I'm dying because this is so loud. The ads are so loud, and yet we struggle to hear our voices. Yeah, the worst thing you could do, guys, is just walk away from someone that's passed, that loved ones that's passed, and just leave the other person there. That's what I see all the time. It's not like you're going to upset them anymore. You can't. They've already had their heart broken,
City Centre Motel Kempsey on the mid North Coast. Clean, comfortable rooms with friendly staff.
Yeah, crows, that's right. Wendy always never lets me down, she says, sadly, but she always sees the crows.
Walking distance of the RSL.
100%.
And various other local cafes and restaurants. Book on our webpage, kempseymotel.com, or contact us directly on 0265.
Did you get that validation from Lisa? Yeah.
What's on our
The-
Enjoy
hmm?
live music every Saturday night at Workers'
Oh,
Lounge.
yeah, what's the
Every
question?
Saturday night and Sunday afternoon at
Okay,
Workers'
beautiful, thank you.
And every Sunday afternoon at Workers'
Okay,
Lounge.
what page is that on?
Plus, enjoy a full range of dining
Main
facilities.
page?
It doesn't come up
Visit
on
the
the main page.
website
Oh,
at
okay, right.
www.workersclub.com.au for the full music schedule, plus plenty of other activities, including raffles, bingo, promotions, and fun events. Workers is
Yeah,
live.
see Kathy White, she said that, yes, that happened to me when my husband passed. They all stopped coming around me. That's right. Why do people do that? You're not going to upset the person anymore. They need the company, Don't do that to them. So sometimes, Kathy, people actually don't visit the person that's suffering because they're suffering as well, okay? So that's what can also happen. But we just saw your question. We're going to answer it after the break.
Looking for support with cases for your personal needs. Ability Care provides innovative disability and aged care services that focus on the achievement of participant goals and aspirations. Our services include supported independent living accommodation and tenancy assistance, home modification design and construction, support coordinators and plan management.
Did I actually say that? Did I say someone's passing? Did I say that? I didn't say that, did I? This one here, look. Welcome back to Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air. You're with International Psychic Medium Lesley Spaliviero, and welcome back to my show. So we were just talking about when someone passes over and, the past loved one has gone to the other side, and sure as ever, the remaining living person is left by themselves because everyone disappears and they don't show them, the support that they need, because they pretty much don't want to upset them, and everyone just, goes away and then leaves the living loved one to fend for themselves. But that's when they need people the most, not just when the past loved one is passing, but at the time, after as well. So you need to support people, guys. Don't feel like you're going to hurt their feelings anymore, because they don't need not have people there. They need everyone there to support them, like make them a meal, do something for them. If you can't sit there and talk to them or handle the fact that, you can't talk about the one that's passed, then that's okay. Just do something else, make it your effort of kindness to them. So Ilya said, thank you, Leslie. Hope it will be all right. Can't think of who might be passing. I did not say who was going to be passing, Lovey. Did I actually say that? I don't recall saying that someone's going to be passing. I did not say that. I would never say that. So I don't know if you've misunderstood. Can you please write what I said, Ilya? Because I think you've misunderstood me. I'd never say that. I'll have to go back and listen to it because I don't even remember what I said.
There is,
huh?
I think you did say, you could have said something.
I was talking, wasn't I talking about Kathy?
All the comments is talking about something.
Yes.
People passing.
That's right, yeah. So Kathy said, yes, that happened to me when my husband passed. They all stopped coming around me. 100%, because they don't want to upset you. Plus, they're upset as well. So they don't even know how to handle their own feelings, let alone help you with your feelings sometimes. So it's a double-edged sword, really, to be honest. So, there you go. Oh, okay. What's that one there?
It's a validation.
Yeah, okay. Over to you, Ellie.
So Lisa Beckett said, thank you, Leslie and everyone. I miss him very much and my heart pains me. I have tears rolling down my face as we speak. I seem to be very low in myself, not myself at all past couple of weeks. My dog was also a rescue. He was 21 years old when he was stopped on our doorstep and we took him on. Yeah,
but he had a beautiful life. You gave him such a beautiful life. 21 years old, that is incredible. So if you times, what's 21 times 7? Because apparently animals, it's 7 years. So what is that, Ellie?
I can't.
My cat was 19 human years old.
147.
Huh?
147.
So your animal was 147 dog years old. That is incredible living. That is awesome, Lisa. So you should be celebrating your pet's life, because you've done an amazing job to keep that pet alive for 21 years. That's how good you were to that animal, okay? So that animal appreciates that. It's beautiful. So my cat, before she passed, she had severe arthritis in the back of her leg. She couldn't even walk. I had to massage her to get her up. She was so old. She was 21 and she had kidney failure. She had everything just before she passed, and we couldn't do it. The only time I went back to the vet was the other day, because after all this time, after what was it? I don't know, three and a half years, because I had to take my dog to 2 different vets that I didn't like, because I couldn't go back to the original vet because of my cat passing there, or we had to get her put down there because she was just so decrepit, the poor baby. But my cat was 19 years. So what's that, Ellie? 19 times 7. Or is it the same for cat years as dog years?
I'll search it up.
Yeah, Ellie will search it up. She's on fire. So the owner just took off and left the area. Okay, so I'm not sure where my life is going from here. Can I get a reading, please? Jane Miller, please. And we're going to do Yort Knight and Jane Miller. So I'll do Jane first, because I feel like she needs this right now. And I do get chest pain for you, and I feel like the chest pain is just not the anxiety, but it's like panic anxiety, if that makes sense. And I do like this is taking your breath away, okay? And I do see the tears in the toilet now. Oh, okay. So I don't know why, but I've just seen somebody, and I feel like this is a female cutting their wrist. Is that correct with you, or is it someone else around you? Okay, and I've just seen this in the bathroom. And I need to pull that back because it's very strong energy here now. So I also get 17 for you. 1 and 7 is 8, and the month of August. And I do feel like there's a lot of things coming up for you. There's opportunities galore, and you're just missing every opportunity because it's like you're so low at the moment and you're so doomed and gloomed, and everything is just negative. Okay, so it's time to pull the reins back from everything that's annoying you. And I feel like you're very sensitive as well, and that things that doesn't matter what anybody says, you take it the wrong way. Okay, so this has got to stop. You've got to pull back and just take a look. And you know what? You go, where's the big picture? Where is my big picture right now? Because I'm stuck with my head in the mud and I can't see anything because my head is so far down. Okay, I feel like self-esteem has gone down as well. So it's time to lift your head up, walk like an exclamation mark, not a question mark. Okay, so from this point forward, things are going to get better because you're going to look at everything now. Okay, it's like sit back and just take a big breath and go, you know what? This is where I want to be. This is what I'm going to do to get there. This is about me now. It's not about anyone else. It's like change the format, change the layout, change the level of direction where you're going. Okay, it's all about you right now. And this is a health thing as well. And I do feel like the things are a little bit chaotic around your mind because you can't get things straight, if that makes sense. You can't make sense of some people's behavior because you're quite sensitive. So you're taking everything on the chin, you're taking everything on your heart, you're taking everything on your sleeve. It's time to pull back the reins, and it's time to just go, you know what? I have to do this for myself. I have to preserve myself. I have to ground myself. And I feel like the best thing for you is to take up the earth's energy, get your shoes off and go and walk on the water, or go and walk on the sand with the water running on your feet, or anything about the earth at the moment, like the wet grass or just grass itself or sand, anything that can get you grounded, not concrete. I don't want you walking on concrete. There's no difference here, okay? So I need you to go and get yourself grounded and sit there and just go, you know what? Get a pen and paper. This is exactly where I want to go. This is exactly what I want to do, because everything's just upside down right now. And I do feel the anxiety with you. But I do feel like after April, things are going to come more clear to you. Your chest won't hurt from the pain, okay? So it's time to put all the baggage behind you. It's time to put all that baggage completely in the past. No more looking back. I don't want you turning your head to look back and go in there and talk about anything about the past anymore. It's time to put that brick wall up and move forward for the future and bring that beautiful luggage into the future. And I'll leave that there. Thank you. But I got a question here from your night as well, just a general. So I do get the number 19 around you. 1 and 9 is 10, and the month of October. And I do feel like October is going to see more dollar signs. They're just showing me more dollar signs around October. I'm also getting July for you as well for the dollar signs. Now, things are a little bit upside down, inside out right now. I do realize that, but I also feel like that things are going to start going from here and it's going to go up, okay? And I told you quite a long time ago about patenting something, and I just heard the word patent again, okay? So if you haven't done that, I feel like the time is going to be right around July to do that, okay? So you understand what I mean with that. And I'm also getting the number 12 around you. 1 and 2 is 3 in the month of March, and you've also got December. So this December, lots of big changes, and I do feel like you're moving. Okay, so moving for the better. This is going to be a big change for you, and you're going to say, wow, you know what? It's all about me as well, because I just feel like sometimes you feel a little bit lonely, even though you've got people around you, but you do feel that loneliness, okay? And you're kind of like, there's this path here to the left, and there's the big brick wall, and you're still trying to get over it, and then there's the path to the right. So the path on the right is always the right path, but it's how you get there to get to that path is the main thing, okay? So that's the main thing that's telling you from your soul, from your heart, from your mind, your belly, everything is telling you to go onto the right side, if that makes sense. I just feel like that the number 18, did I say 18? No, the number 18, 1 and 8 is 9 in the month of September. Things are coming up around September. Now, is this a milestone birthday in for you this year? I'm not sure. I just heard milestone birthday around September. So whoever that is around September, I feel like that's going to be better for you. And I just heard relationship as well. So relationships are not good right now, and I don't feel like it's time for you, if that makes sense. Okay, so lots of things are just spiraling down slowly. It's getting the better of you. Don't dig too deep. Push it to the side, and just, it's like, when Moses parts the water, and it's like you're rising up and you're parting the water, but you don't know where the water's going to end parting, if that makes sense. But I do feel like that you're making everything go in your direction, and I'll leave that there. But I wish you all the best too, and thank you for your beautiful what is it that whatever it was, that poem that you wrote for me earlier. Thank you very much. It's beautiful. And over to you there, Miss Ellie.
So there was a validation from Maxi Green. She says, "Yes, Lesley, I have been with my friend every day, and I have always told her I am here for her, and yet her son is with her, and as she has had a lot of signs lately. Her salt lamps have been shining bright, then low.
Ah.
My friend has bad anxiety, and so did her son, who was in mental health care a lot, and she does feel her son around her in the last couple of days.
Oh.
She is so heartbroken. I'm quite heartbroken for her as well. I have lost my dad and my brother last year, so I am grieving as well as I went to her son's funeral. So sad. We were there for her. I live near her, so I am always checking on her. I won't leave her to be alone, as I know what it's like. Thank you, Lesley."
Oh, that's beautiful. And Lisa Beckett, she said she's got an 18-year-old dog and an 8-year-old dog as well. So you're a very good pet lover, you are, aren't you? So the 18-year-old, like, these animals just adore you. So that's why they last long, because the feeling is mutual. So Wendy Harvey says, "My beautiful Moggy passed away in my arms so peacefully at age 17, bless him." Yeah, I don't know how it's going to be with me and Bob the dog, that's for sure. It's not going to be easy. The cat was hard enough, and when we had her for 19 years, I mean, one of my aunties had a toy poodle for 21 years as well. Same as Bob. Oh, that's really sad. So, Alyssa, did we just read that one out? I had a family dog, Bella, pass away a few years ago. She ended up being with me in spirit. One of the first time I ever overdosed during my addiction. Craziest experience ever. I still think she saved me that night. 100%, Alyssa. 100% lovey. And I hope you're getting better, Alyssa, because there's a lot of good things coming up for you as well, lovey. And I don't want you to be down this path any longer. Okay? You don't deserve to be down the path. Geraldine Carlton says, "My dog Zach, who passed 3 years ago, his birthday was same date as my eldest son's. My eldest son's dog's birthday is the same as my youngest son's birthday. My Rottweiler now, her birthday is a 9/9/2019. How bizarre is that? Now, if that is not spirit and the universe working together to make you remember that, that's insane. That's awesome. Love it. Yes, so let's keep going. Where are we up to? I feel like I'm going to... Oh, look at that beautiful validation from Maxi Green. You're welcome there, lovey. Amazing. So if you're new to the page and you'd like to have a question answered, you need to come over to the main page, Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air. I'll see you there. We've got about another 23 minutes to go. We're here every Monday night from 9 to 11 on a live 90.5 FM. And I'm usually live 4 nights a week, so I do about 8 hours a week. But lately, I haven't been doing that. I had surgery in December from some cancer tumors, and I had to get out. So I have to make sure that I preserve myself. But I like to help people around the world with my genuine gift. I don't have any tarot cards. There's no cards here. There's no tools. There's nothing. It's just straight messages from spirit. So if you'd like to have a free reading, a mini reading, don't even think about writing a novel to me, because I can't read everything on the air as well. I've got to read it first before I say most of it to get the drift of what it is. But just ask your question. Don't tell me any numbers or names or anything like that. Just tell me your question and I will answer it for you. So, Leslie, can spirit advise what's wrong with my doggy Luna? I feel the vet didn't diagnose it properly. That's what happened to me with Bob, with my last 2 vets. So, and that's why I had to wait 3.5 hours at the vet on Thursday for Bob in the car. I was like dying. It was so hot. And I just waited in the car. He was asleep and I was just there, just, daydreaming. Alyssa, yes, have been sober for over a year. Thank God. Well done, Alyssa. You're on fire, girlie. You've got a lot of good things coming up, so keep going. Don't stop in the middle. Don't go backwards either. It's time to move on. Time to move on and upwards. So, Tanya Age is our family rescue cat. Louis was 16 when he passed. I was 15 at the time. Love that cat. They do not go away, guys. Like I've even seen shadows in my house. Of course, I'm a medium, of course, and I see my old cat, and then my cat, my Schnitzel, she will just come up to me. She's very cuddly, that cat, she's always a Suki Lala. She's always trying to, stick her head underneath my armpit and cuddle me, and she puts her arms around me when I'm on the lounge. Anyway, she'll just open her eyes all of a sudden and just stare at something. She's really freaked out about something. She's very spiritual. So you're nice. Thank you very much for that, Leslie. Thank you, Ellie, for looking out for my name. Have a blessed week. You're welcome. Your birthday is coming up soon, Miss Leslie. Yes, Karen Riley. It's when is it, Ellie?
25th
Not
of March.
25th of March.
It's a
You're on
Saturday.
Saturday. She's on fire, this girl. She doesn't miss a beat, this one. My cat keeps running out the door since my husband passed. Is he doing this? Oh, I don't know. I don't know. I'm not a pet behaviorist, but I do believe that pets see spirit, okay, or they get spooked by spirit. I'll tell you a little story. I had Bob in my old house, and I was lying in bed, and one of my friend's mothers had passed away, and I had a feeling. And this is before I even knew. This is going back years ago, It's before I even knew that I was a real medium. I knew I had something, but I didn't do shows or I didn't do anything. And sure as ever, I said in my head, I said, all right, make my dog growl if you're here, because she just passed away. I kid you not, I swear on my daughter's life, my dog gave this roaring, my dog's only tiny, he goes in the hallway, he was in the hallway, he gives this roaring growl. I could not believe it. I freaked out, and then I said, okay, if you're really here, because I thought, oh, that's just a coincidence, if you're really here, then give me another one. And it all paused and nothing. And I thought, oh, yeah, no, it's just, coincidence. Next minute, Bob just gives out this massive roar like a tiger. And I nearly jumped through the roof and I went, okay, something's weird in my house. And grabbed the dog. I was like, okay, Bob, you okay? And sure as ever, I do believe now that it was her poking the dog, because she liked my dog. And she would just poke my dog and just muck around with him when he was alive, or when she was alive, sorry. And I do believe that she was playing with him when I was asking those questions in my head. So there you go. I'll never forget that. I swear on my daughter's life on that. That freaked me out. That's when I started to realize, oh my God, I've got something going on with my head with spirit. So what's going on here? So my oldest son's dog, Jug, J-U-G, Jack Russell Pug. Oh, how cute. Called Ollie, always gets a recurring ear infection. They can't tell by blood tests what causes it. Look, I don't know, but apparently, even for my dog, because my dog's a toy poodle, he gets. Look, and I'm not a vet, I'm not a specialist dog animal or whatever. My dog always gets because the hair grows like a normal human hair on toy poodle or poodles. He keeps on getting all the fluff in his ear. So I keep getting him groomed all the time so that he can not have that issue with his ear. But I do see the fur or something not right being in his ear, lovey. So do you have you ever heard of mold? I just heard mold, if that makes sense. So maybe look at doing something with mold, or finding out if they could have like the natural apple cider vinegar, just a tiny little bit, with water. They might not like it, but you don't give it to them like straight. You give it to them with a bit of water, but try and find out if they can have that. I don't know, but I just heard apple cider vinegar and the mold. I don't know why. So Tanya Aiken says, my cat Minxie was definitely seeing things today, looking at something in a strange way and meowing a lot, which is unusual for her. There you go. They do see things, these pets. So Lisa Beckett, my dog is a toy poodle too. Oh, bless. They're very intelligent poodles. It's like I taught him how to sit and shake hands and everything in the first day. It was a puppy. It was incredible. And I know when he's feeling better, because he wasn't feeling right for the past couple of days before I took him to the vet. And I'm sure as ever, when he's had that injection for the arthritis, he's out the front barking his head off, even though he's blind in his right eye, and his left eye is nearly going as well, and he can't hear anything. So I have no idea what he was barking at. I think he was just barking to be a barker. I don't know. So Delia says, I just love fur babies. Yeah, I love the elephants and the rhinoceros and the giraffes as well. I love all those ancient looking animals. So let's keep going with this. What else have we got here? Lisa D, I just saw your message. Leslie, can you see my comments? No, I just saw that one now. But what did you write earlier? So sometimes the algorithm here on Facebook, people think that I'm ignoring them, but I don't, because I do this 8 hours a week for free to help people. But here it is here. Hi, Leslie, can you please give me any messages for my sister and her situation? I'm concerned for her. Okay, let's go. Lisa D. Now I've got your question. Rightio. Sometimes the algorithm in Facebook just does not show all the questions, and I see them after the show. It's crazy because I don't get an opportunity to And then spirit will draw me, to certain questions and stuff like that. It'll just say stop when you're scrolling. That's how I get the messages through, guys. So Lisa D, right? I just saw the number 18 for you, and I get 1 and 8 is 9 in the month of September. And I also feel like February last month was a big month. Now they're also showing me this lady lying on the floor. I feel like something's not right with being either unconscious or she was unconscious. And I see the bed, and I also see the floor with carpet, and the carpet looks like I don't know, like a gray color or something like that. Looks like there's vomit or something on the carpet. I don't know. I can't quite see it. So I feel like this lady's been on the floor and she's got her head down, and she's actually got her arm up and trying to hold her head up, but she can't get her head up. There's drool coming out the mouth as well. So sick on the floor. I don't feel like this lady has got a lot of things together, if that makes sense at the moment. I feel like there's a lot of confusion, there's a lot of heartbreak, and there's a lot of trauma from the past. I also get the number 18 too, and also the 9 and September for you as well, Lisa. So going forward, Lisa, what's going on with 18? Because he just said, say it again, the 18. What's 18? 18, I don't get it. Is she 18 years of age and she's just discovered alcohol or drugs or whatever? Because I just heard drugs as well. And if that's not you, then it's somebody around there, because I do see this person lying on the floor and not well. Okay, she's this is a female, not well. And it looks like they've got blue shorts on, with either a white singlet or a white shirt on. I just saw white at the top. It's like one of those cut off sleeves kind of shirts. Okay, this person has got shoulder height brown hair. Definitely brown hair. Now the bed to me is on the left. The person is in the middle. There's the door on the right hand side. So if I'm looking from the window, is facing this way. The door is on the right hand side, and the bed is on the left. And I also get the parents. I don't know where they are, but I feel like there's something not right with the parents. The parents are like just slamming the door, and then they've gone, if that makes sense. So doors that's been slammed here, and I feel like there's, look, I don't know, I don't want to say this, we're on air, but I'll pull back the reins with that. I just see the door slamming. I feel like what I was going to say is like a little bit of not a little bit, but a lot of abuse. I'm not sure if I'm on the right track with you, or there's someone else in this group here. If anyone else can actually answer that, because I do see that clearly. And I do see alcohol around parents as well, if that makes sense. And I'm also getting number 3. So month of March, it's time for change, lovey. Lots of things going on, lots of changes, and the only way out is to find the steps to get out, if that makes sense. And it's like you've gone over the ladder, you've gone up the brick wall, you've gone up everything. You just got to get through the quicksand. You've got to get through the raging river to get out of this at the moment, okay? And you're both survivors, and I do feel like there's going to be times of change around April for you both, okay? And I'll leave that there. Thank you. Wow. Okay. Let's keep going. Yeah, Eloise Robin, she says, it's funny that you too can be spooked when your dog roared. 100%. Like, some things that go on with me, even when I do my private readings, it's quite bizarre, because I go, wow, like, how did that happen? You know what I mean? So I've been shot, I've been strangled, I've been, I've had, bricks thrown at the back of my head and stuff like that. And I feel everything. So it's kind of like I've got to get rid of it all before it gets worse, the pain. Otherwise, spirit won't stop that. So any validations from you there, Ellie? Okay.
So Lisa D, who you just read for, she said, no, she doesn't drink or do drugs. My nephew, her son, is doing drugs. Her husband is overseas when this situation with her son happened. He is still over there and hasn't bothered to return to help her.
Yeah, right. I feel like there's more to it as well. Oh, okay. Bella, she said, validation on behalf of Lisa D. She said, you are spot on, Leslie. Oh, well, how does that work? Lisa D's above, and then the Bella underneath just said that you're spot on. Okay. But I still see that female, whoever it is, lying on the floor, vomiting, and it looks like a female to me, unless the son has got long hair down to the shoulders. It looks like that to me. Look, I don't know. I'm just saying what I'm seeing. And if if it, I'm confused now because Lisa D is saying something and then Bella is saying something else. So Bella's saying I'm spot on, and then Lisa D is saying something else. But I'm a bit confused, girls. You gotta help me get unconfused. Okay. Bella Mallory is my niece. Okay. Beautiful. There are some heavy readings tonight. Well, yeah. Welcome to the world of spirit, Eloise. Validation. Bella Mallory is my niece. Her son used to have long hair. Aha, there you go. She said, Lisa D is my auntie and my brother does have longer hair. There you go. Because I do see him on the floor. Then it's a male then. I thought it was a female because it looked like the blue shorts, the white singlet top. But I did see the arms, like I did see it cut off here. And they're still showing me that. Now this person's got his hair. If it's a male, that's why I thought it was a female because it's got long hair. Long, like mousy color hair. It's still showing me. It's right in front of me. It's like he's on the desk here. Okay, so... But I do feel like this you've got to get onto this because I do feel like this kid's going to be it's going to be too far too soon, if that makes sense, or too soon too far, you know. So you've got to get onto this and pull this kid back. I do feel like there was trauma from the past. Okay, so the kid can't get this out of his head. It's too sensitive. So please help. You need to get some help for yourself, girls, because I do feel like that this has taken its toll on you both. So Bella and Lisa, your auntie and your niece, you girls stick together and you can do it together, okay? Yeah. Why am I seeing that he's younger? Why am I seeing this is younger? Is he quite skinny? Why am I seeing so younger? It's like a younger figure. I'm still seeing. I'm pretty sure this is a female. Spirit just said, tell him again, it's a female. Okay, it's not the boy. The boy is doing something else, but I see a female, and maybe the female is with the boy. I don't know. Okay, if that makes sense. Yeah, she said very skinny. Okay, very skinny. Interesting. Just so many different jobs, support worker. Bella said, and childlike personality. Okay, that's why I see that's why it seems younger to me then. See that, isn't it funny how spirit shows it to me? It shows it to me in different ways. It shows it to me literal, but I got to try and work out what it's trying to show me. Okay. So she said, Listy said he did have a traumatic past. He's very skinny. Yeah. So he looks like probably a 24, 25-year-old looking at him while he's on the desk here on the floor, if that makes sense. Does that make sense to you guys, Lisa and Bella? Because he does look, yeah, she said, you are a good person. The animals, yeah, that was somebody else. Yeah, so I do feel like Lisa, she said, yeah, he did have a traumatic past. He's very skinny. But he looks like to me, showing me, because I can see like the bones in his knee and everything like that. I can see like he's far gone, but not far gone. You can catch this one if you catch this, don't let it go any further if you can. All right. She said, yes, yes, definitely he is very good looking. Yeah. Poor, like it's just a shame because his heart's on the right spot, but his mind is somewhere else. You know what I mean? And the drugs and all that stuff is not helping him at the moment. But I'll leave that there. Any other validations from you, Ellie? Not yet. Okie dokie. But I still see this person on the floor. It's like he doesn't want to leave. Like that spirit, whoever it is here, is showing me that the person is on the floor. Like they're right in front of me on the floor. It's like the table is gone here. We've got a big table here in the studio, and they're right in front of me, just virtually. I'm on the bed and I'm looking down, right down next to me, just between me and Ellie. So that's how close they are to me. Okay, Ellie can't see them. Ellie's just looked. Yeah, she said he's very defeated, 100%, because it's trauma from the past, Lovey. So the trauma from the past, he can't get past that, so he knocks himself out. He knocks himself out, and it gets worse and worse and worse. It's like a double-edged sword for him. I see the double-edged sword. And then they just show me like the candle. So who's the person that uses the candle? Because I see the white church candle. Who's the person that does that, or what's that mean? They just showed me one of those thick, pure, like the church candles that they have at the church. What are they called, Ellie? Those like those really thick candles, not like a skinny one. It's like a I don't know, whatever it is.
I can search it up.
Nah, don't worry about it. Yeah, like a really thick, pure, like the I don't know what you call them. I wouldn't have a clue what you call them. So, Lisa D, she said, my sister. What's that mean,
Pillow
lovey?
candles.
What she mean? But she said my sister. What does she mean by that? Is
And
she?
then pillow candles, the really thick ones.
Yeah, like the yeah. She said Bella. She's Lisa D. Mum burns candles all the time and sage. Okay, right. She said beeswax candles. Yeah. Yeah, so like there's really thick and it looks like one of those. She said Lisa D the candle, yeah. So the white candle, it's like you can see the candle, just the fire going. So what I want you to do is look at the fire. She said big candles like an altar. That's it. 100%. Thank you, Geraldine. So it's like the altar candles, but they're thick, And she said they're showing me the flame, and they want you to focus on the flame, because even if you're in a room that has no wind or anything like that and everything is dead still, you're going to see that flame move, okay? That's spirit. Okay, I need you to pull that in. I need you to ask for that to come through to help you. And I'll leave that there. Thank you. Well, we're going to do the prayer from Miss Harvey now. I'm still waiting for, she said, my heart breaks for them both. Yeah, 100%, Lisa D, because there's nothing you can do, lovey, though. I feel like he's far gone, but he's not far gone, if that makes sense. If you can get it now and push the boundaries and hold this person back, even though he's 37, look, it's like a 50-50 phone a friend. He's either just too far over the 50% mark, or he's just at the 49% mark before he goes too far, if that makes sense. So sorry for not typing validation. That's okay. If you could type validation and just put it all in one, and then we can read it out, that would be great, because everything's just coming through, streaming through here. What does she say? Geraldine Carter says, I always burning a candle on birthdays and memory days for dog and family. That's beautiful. That's so cute. So we've got a beautiful, Bella said, thank you so much, Lesley. You're welcome. So life here. So we've got, this is called Life from Wendy Harvey, and it's a beautiful prayer, and it goes like this. The colors of life are forever changing. From infant to youth, we are all simply aging. Enjoy your time each and every day, for tomorrow will bring come what may. Live your days and enjoy your time, especially now while you feel quite fine. Aging is a process many of us all go through, be that for you or only a few. Many don't have this very precious gift for long. Now angels in heaven where they now belong. Life speeds up whether we like it or not. Yes or no, keep moving forward, just go with the flow. Life is short as we pass on your way. Try to be humble from day to day. We all have our problems and our nice memories too. Just try to be honest and fair, if only to you. Because you will only have you as you pass. At the end, not words of wisdom, just truth, my friend. Love and light and blessings to you. I don't feel like I've read that completely properly tonight, but what I want to say, guys, is good night, and we'll see you on Wednesday night. You're listening to a live 90.5 FM. So Lisa Becker, she goes, I have tears again. It's beautiful. But thank you so much. You have given me hope for my nephew. That's beautiful. Thank you. Good night, everybody, and thank you for a beautiful evening. You're listening to a live 90.5 FM, and we'll be back on Monday night from 9 to 11 p.m. Cheers. Bye-bye.
Alive 90.5. You are listening
Oh,
to
my
Alive
throat.
90.5.
Boom, boom, everybody. Oops.
www.alive905.com.au.
Okie dokie. Oops, Ellie.
Should be on automated.
Oh. That was so crazy then. Oh, gosh. Good night, everybody.